Good morning, Heroclixers. This is Tlish. Well, wake up and smell the Clix. I'm here with my guest, Spider Shea. He is
Hey, peace, people.
he's from the podcast Heroclix. He has his own podcast, Heroclix Borderlands. I don't know if you want to tell us anything about that. Where did you get the name for it?
Actually, I was just trying to come up with something fun to have, and I knew it was Heroclix, and I went with Borderlands because I felt like I was just on the edge of competitive. I was kind of a casual one. I was wanting to kind of alpha on my own and wanting to get into the competitive scene. So I kind of got it from just feeling like I was a wandering borderland nomad trying to land somewhere and make a difference. I keep saying we. When I do my podcast, I always say we, and it doesn't make any sense. I'm the only person that ever does it. I get guests on. I have done 42 episodes. Currently, I'm on hiatus, and I'm trying to make a decision on whether or not I'll keep the podcast or not. So it's one of those, but it's been fun doing it. So met great people along the way. So we'll see. I might be bringing it back and doing some more stuff with it, but we're on episode 43 if I bring back. All right.
Yeah, I know. I know. I heard you were on a hiatus. I saw you entered. Have you been playing Heroclix as of lately? That often, or you took a hiatus?
No, unfortunately. Well, it was not. It was a forced hiatus, as I'm a teacher and a middle school basketball coach, and our big season runs from October to January, and that just pretty much absorbed all my time. I just having to kind of coach and get everything done. So that was a big problem I had for the longest time, was trying to get all the coaching done and all that. And then after I came back, I just not getting the ability to do anything, like I'd be able to go to tournaments or anything. I'm kind of doing casual. I've played 2 Winamats at my local, and fortunately won both of those. And so slowly getting back into Clix. Mainly I play my buddy Mark. If you listen to the podcast, you know who I'm talking about. My buddy Mark, usually we play 2 to 3 times a week, and I usually talk Clix with another guy, John Carl. We talk almost daily about Clix. So just trying to come up with some new ideas for the podcast. So anyway, so I'm just on a little hiatus. I am trying to get back in the competitive scene. So yes, you saw I joined the what is it, the
qualifier, ROC
Online Qualifier.
ROC Qualifier. How did you do with that?
Let's see. There were 15 people. 1 dropped, so we got to 14 after round 2. I finished 9th, right out of the money. Got an ID card, 10 WKO points, and had a great time. But I was 9th. I don't know if you can tell. Let me zoom in. In honor of that, I wore my Hufflepuff shirt. In honor of my normal placing in these type of tournaments, mid-pack or lower. I try to get the middle as part of my when I do 5Ks. I always I have finished middle of my age bracket. So me and the Hufflepuffs, we're just trying to uphold this honor of going to Clix tournaments and putting in an effort. That's where we're at.
Where are you located? I mean, where's your local venue and stuff like that?
Oh, so we have a great venue down here. I forget how many feet of shop it is. It's a comic book and game shop. It's Dwayne's World in Kingsport, Tennessee. I'm located in Bristol, Tennessee. It's the tip, and I'm right there.
Okay.
Right there, and there's Virginia, Kentucky, and North Carolina, kind of in a little area there.
Did you see any any good builds in the tournament, or?
Oh, dude, mine was not one of them. What can I say? Well, I go there, and this is
you were playing Black Panther, because we've been playing a couple times online. You played Black Panther?
Yeah. I went with Black Panther, exact same squad you faced, and not that it wasn't a good squad. It was. Let me be honest with you. It was. I took what I thought was a pretty cool squad. I wanted it to be a little unique to me, and I started seeing people play Black Panther. And me and John Carl have been working on it, and finally found one that I found very interesting to go try. I show up the tournament, and boom! This is what happens when you're not in the middle of competitive Clix play, and you just get surprised by what's out there. And I didn't know how to handle it. You played me. You probably gave me the best insight with the team you played. Why don't you tell everybody what team you played
Oh, so
against me?
I played a ruler theme with Grandmaster. I got the idea from Nate Poole. Everybody knows Nate White, so he's got a really good idea with a really good trick with Grandmaster, and he plays a cosmic theme, and I tried to do a ruler theme, but I didn't really have enough attackers on my team, so it was just all retaliators. It was a really good trick. So we were practicing with that against Black Panther, and then I also played you with a Tri-Sentinel team, right?
Oh, yeah.
I played you with Tri-Sentinels, and
Yeah.
I kind of want to, that's another team that's out there, mystical theme that's out there. That's I like it. I actually want to do something with. I'm excited for Rebirth because even like the future sets, because I want to get something going with the robot theme. Now that they have Isaac, all right, the one that
Right. Isaac, it was really good with his pogs.
generates Pogs. I'd like to get something robot theme. I don't know if there's good enough pieces yet to support a robot theme team, but the Sentinels are robots, so they'll be good on anything, And then I don't know what you have out there that's robot. I mean, Krang, Beta Ray Bill. You got some good pieces that are robot themed.
Oh yeah, forgot about Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I think Tri-Sentinels is a valid beast out there. I mean, I really like their passive way to give damage to figures, even though they're colossal and they're on a colossal retaliation. Ability to break terrain and then give penetrating damage beside everybody that was to each character beside the broken terrain. So I mean the sets, yeah, I'm excited. I think I might even find some for mine. I'll rent a Cosmic. I know you asked if I saw some great builds. I'm running Black Panther, and I thought that was a solid build. Let me drop some names. You like name dropping on the show?
Sure.
I love to drop names.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't name everybody in the tournament, but here's some names that stood out to me. And I apologize to anybody else that your name didn't stand out to me because I've just seen these on like other instances, like on other podcasts and stuff like that. But Dustin Cedars, former Nationals champion, was in this tournament.
Oh, he
so
was?
You got Cedars in there. Oh yeah. You had Lucas Van Holland. So wow.
Yeah.
Lucas has been doing really well. Nate was in there with the team that you previewed. Emily, the Canadian Emily, I think it's Emily Michelle. She was in there with playing the build that Sam Powell kind of previewed on, that she was building a variant of it. So that was in there. So you had some top players in the tournament. So when I signed up, and I'm like, oh my, and what have I got myself into? Oh, and Adam Friedman. I even played Adam Friedman and Lucas Van Holland. Got to watch matches with Emily in it. And Brent Mann, I believe it's Brent Mann. He was in it.
He's the
Joe.
He's the Foot Elite guy, right? He uses the Foot Elite. I think he invented that team.
Yes, I think Hunter Mann. Yeah, but yeah, he brought the Foot Elite team. Joe, I can't even pronounce his last name. Joe Galiacki, I think he was in the tournament, and he was actually running a Hawkeye team. So let me go over some teams. You talk about diverse meta. I did not see the same team the entire day.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't.
Did you see?
So I watched.
Was anybody running Unimind?
Not that I faced. Okay. Now I went 2-2, and I did have a bye, so I only won one actual game. The other one was gifted to me by the gods of Clix in the first round, and I got to watch another team play. So okay, so I saw 1, 2. I played Lucas, I played Adam, I played Joe, and I saw Emily. I saw 7, almost half the field. I saw 7 of the 15 builds, okay, in my watching. None of those teams were the same, and none of them had Unimind on them.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's pretty impressive. We were talking about a regional, a qualifier, which is a pretty big tournament. People were in there for some stakes in there.
Oh, actually,
and,
I heard
the teams I saw.
Sorry, I heard about I'm not sure if this team won, but I've been hearing about the Prime Vulture team too as like a big as a big popular build?
Oh, it was a steamroll. It's a bloodbath. I mean, that's the. It was a bloodbath, my friend. It was a bloodbath. And that's one of those teams. If it gets rolling, steamroll city. And you know what? We'll talk about it. Let me go over the builds right quick. I assume you want to know some of the builds, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So Black Panther, Cosmic was me. Black Panther, Unseen, 3 Groots. I mean, not 3 Groots, 1 Groot and 3 Floras. I'm sitting out there. I have some ID cards, and I've got the symbiote. Okay, and my potential is pick up the symbiote, get 3 rollouts with Black Panther, try to kill people, use call-ins to help out, and the Floras are there to give me map bonus. Maybe if they heal up, they're harder to kill. If I get walking wizards, how great. And I've got leadership. So, hey, pretty simple team.
Yeah, solid.
You had, Nate running 5 floors. 5 floors with Mangog. 5 floors with Mangog. He's got a Groot on there. He's got a Wonder Woman. He's got the Iceberg Lounge. He's got the 2 Grandmasters, the 60-point and the 75-point. And he's got Star Fox. And he has the ability to, what was he rolling? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11? Is he a plus 11 on theme? I mean, on plus 11 on map, he wins the Iceberg Lounge. He has a trick he tries to pull off to get a colossal retaliation with Mangog, and Mangog steps in, pulls the Odin sword, goes to 150 points. It's a pretty brutal team. So I saw that one. We also have the double overdrive 5 ninja build with Skeets and Jessica Jones and 8 Batman. That was Hunter Man, Brit Man. That was his. And then you got, who else? Adam Friedman brought a Groot, Surtur, Giant Girl, Stark Bonus, Raven, Haha Joker, and Mistress Death. Now that was an interesting team. That's my only win, and I gotta say I got kind of lucky in that win. He had Black Panther really hurt, and then you had Joe running a standard 2 Fast Forces Giant Girls, 3 Giant Girls regular, Old Man Cap, Star Fox, Hawkeye, Karen Page, Proxima Spear, and Exospecs. Mm-hmm. He's running a standard Hawkeye team. Who else we got here? Oh, I already went on Nate. And then we got like Michelle running Unseen, Harley Quinn ID, a tank, 2 Big Tonys, Vulture, Lockjaw, Rose, the Symbiote, and Doc Arms. And that was just nasty. And so that's some of the teams out there. And I mean, it's a diverse meta. I never saw the same team. I always had to adjust my strategy. And the same strategy wouldn't work every time.
Yeah. No. What do you think? I was going to ask you this: what do you think would be? Probably I know the answer already, but what would be the strongest in the current meta right now? But I think it's just so diverse that you can't really tell.
No, it's matchups. I think it's matchups. I think every team has a matchup problem, and it depends on. I think who was it? Lucas said it best. You never know what's going to show up at a tournament. And if your matchup problem shows up, then you're in trouble. Okay. Yeah. And what I saw was that Vulture team is not map dependent. Really not. Didn't seem map dependent. Nate's team was map dependent. And you're starting to see that because the Vulture team was non-themed. So that was impressive because, the advent of the theme teams. But I couldn't say anybody was dominant. I even felt in the matches I lost, had I played better, I had a shot. I'm not going to say a 50-50 shot. It might have been a 45-55, but nobody's got like a 90% win rate. You know what I mean? Some teams would just lay down and they'd win 90% of the matches. I think the best you can get is like 55-60.
Yeah. So, how long have you been playing Heroclix for, just in general? Like, when did you get into Heroclix? What got you into Heroclix?
Wow, that's interesting. Let's see. The set that got me in was Infinity Challenge was on the shelves. The starter sets were still out there, but it's Ultimates. I came in under Ultimates when Ultimates had dropped. So it's about a year after Heroclix has gone about. So I got in. My buddy, true story, my buddy Mark ran owned a game store, and his kid had got picked up to Sports Clix. And we
Oh,
were out there, and we played with the Sports Clix. I don't know if you remember when they did that. So because we're big baseball buddies. And then he called me up, and he goes, "You would not believe what also they produce. They produced these superhero Clix called Heroclix." I said, "Oh man!" So we started buying boosters, and we were hooked ever since. We loved the game. It was so much fun.
do you think so? Like, now with Rebirth coming up, and what do you think about Rebirth? First of all, like, have you seen any of the previews for it, or?
I have. I'm liking Rebirth. Though, you know what? I get pumped for every set. I'm trying to think. There was one set long ago. I forget what it was. The Spider-Man set that I was disappointed. I think it was Web of Spider-Man. No, I don't know. We've had disappointing sets. DC seems to have more of a run of disappointing sets than Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I grew up reading Marvel, so DC's not my thing. But as soon as they showed Shazam, I'm hooked. As soon as they showed the Howard Brock figure that he designed that goes along with the Billy Batson, I'm hooked. I mean, I'm a Shazam fan. I love Shazam. I love Spider-Man. I even told John Carl I'm going to try to put together a Shazam team. I don't know how bad it might be. I might even try to play it competitively. I love Shazam.
Well, I really liked Earth X because of Spider-Man. I mean, Earth X, it wasn't really a Spider-Man set, but it kind of was, and I really liked that they included a lot of Spider-Man characters, Spider-Man family characters. I'm more of a Marvel person myself. I don't know, are you a DC or a Marvel guy? Overall, you're DC?
No, Marvel. I'm Marvel all the way. I mean, Marvel, Shazam's one of my favorites on the DC side. I like Batman. Not big on Superman, but, I love Marvel. I mean, Spider-Man, that's the piece I'll pick up, and I'll remember comic books I've read with him. So anything Spider-Man really gets me going, and I'm sad that we hadn't seen a huge competitive Spider-Man, but I think that 30-point Spider-Man out of Earth X is highly competitive.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah. Do you see any competitive pieces coming out of Rebirth? Like, based on, like, is there anything that stands out to you?
Yes. You want to put Wizard? Have you seen? I know we got the screen here. Let's see. Is Wizard on there? I know they put him in there.
They did. What is he?
No, I'm sorry, not Mr. Oz. Mr. Oz. It's Mr.
Mr. Oz. Yeah, he's on.
Mr. Oz.
That's the first one that comes to mind. I really like Mr.
Yeah, I like Mr. Oz at 40 points. Not bad. You get a 12-point probability control, and you get a TKer. He also can see through everything, which makes him pretty amazing because you can see through, what did it say, blocking, elevated, ignores characters, and he has a Superman allies, which means that there's nothing he can't see through. He's only doing 1 damage, but you really got him for the prob, so you can see everybody for prob. 12 square prob is pretty dope. And he still has 7 range with 1 damage, 10 attack, and you go, for 40 points, I don't know. But if you compare him to Unseen, I mean, he's a flyer. You're hashing out, but Unseen is not an attacker. He gives you outwit. But I look at him, and he might be on my team because this guy is cosmic. He might be a replacement for Unseen. The problem is he's not a call-in battery. So you're only putting him on the team for probability and TK.
Yeah,
and he does not have willpower.
Yeah. Would you ever use him at his 100-point line?
Oh, I thought about it. I've thought about maybe at 100 points he might be pretty cool because he could turn in to an attacker.
Yeah, I mean right there.
After you could just all of a sudden turn into attacker on that after his 3rd click, and he's got 10 movement where he can move half his speed. Is that right? I always forget what that power is. He can move 6 squares and then make it for free. And then he's got 11 attack, 18 defense with invincible, and he's got 4 damage with shape change. I mean, he's got a psychic blast. I mean, 7 range, 100 points. He's going to come in. He's going to last for a little bit. So I look at him. He'd be broken if he's at 50 because you would use the first half of his dial. If he's at 50, you'd probably use more of the lower point one because he's going to have that ability to call in people.
Yeah.
But you could look at him as at 100 points, until he hits that click where he becomes an aggressor, he can be your call-in battery and your TKer.
Yeah, totally.
But 100 points is 1/3 your build. Can you get him to it? Maybe not. I don't know. People are going to play around with him. They will probably jump immediately to, I would say people will go to the 40 point, because it's a lower risk opportunity.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you put him on 40, he's not taking up a huge part of your build. He's bringing you 2 set powers of TK and prob, and you're pretty good with that. You know what I mean? For 40 points, that's very solid. It's just like Billy Batson's going to bring you for 40 points Perplex. And if you pay 40 points for him, if you pay 20 at Perplex, he is the cheapest Perplexer out there. Cheaper, the only cheaper one, you have to go with Golden Age, and you have to go with the Con Artist. You know, the hooker bomb, as they used to call it back there with Ultimate Thor. So if we look at Billy Batson, he could be an interesting one. 20 points. I think his dial is 20 points.
Is it
the one where he has Perplex and just 3 clicks? Go on up. He's a common, so he's going to be very uncommon or common.
There he is.
There he is.
Or he's 40. He's 40.
See it.
Oh, but he has a
split
small
dial.
click, right? He has a split dial. It's not on here. Yeah. So he has a 20-point dial.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah. So for 20 points, you're getting a kid. He's got willpower. He can also choose an opponent within 4 squares in line of fire. That opponent can't be given free actions, so you can shut down some free actions. You're paying 20 points for that. Pretty solid. You get a stop click if you pay 40, and you immediately put on a Shazam. And if you scroll down to Shazam, which is a uncommon, I believe. Is that an uncommon? You can get Shazam coming in on click 6. There he is.
Yeah, so he comes in on click 6, which is 10 attack, 3 damage with prob. That's not bad.
Yeah. And super strength and 17 defense with impervious, meaning that you're going to have to use another. I mean, impervious. Yes, that's impervious. Yeah, you're going to have to use another attack to kill that piece. Otherwise, you have an attacker.
Yeah.
You know, so 20 points worth it. An extra shot. Yeah, I think it is. So I think there's potential there with him at 40 points. He brings an interesting element, and below the 50-point threshold, he does take out some IDs. So that's going to have to be a consideration, because IDs are prevalent. I mean, they just are. I mean, people use them. I used them yesterday. They're great call-ins to help neuter stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, what have you seen in the set that you like?
No, I definitely like Mr. Oz. I like Billy Batson. Someone was pointing out to me that the Batman, even though he seems a little overcosted at 85 points, lines of fire to him are blocked unless the line of fire crosses only clear squares. So that improved targeting hindering does not affect that. So he skips over that.
Yeah, I hadn't even looked at him. That's pretty solid right there.
Yeah, and he gives everybody protected outwit. I mean, I don't know if it's a meta piece, but it's just a cool piece. The death strokes.
Well, if you look at it, if you go back down to him, it says they have to have the Justice League keyword. So I think the key on him is going to be how many competitive Justice League pieces we have out there.
Yeah,
that you can give the outwit to.
Right, exactly.
But
there was
you say you were
the Deathstroke, the super rare Deathstroke. Actually, this Raven is pretty good for mystical. I mean, and for monster theme, because she's a taxi. And
she's taxi.
She's got all the support powers. So Raven's pretty good. There's a lot of good support pieces in this set. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like her really a lot. You said Deathstroke?
Yeah, Deathstroke. A lot of people are. Oh, what do you think of this Red Hood? Because I mean, his trait is just. I mean, the trait on Red Hood says, I mean, just here. I don't know if you could read the whole thing. Let me move this over a little bit. Move this over a little bit. There we go. Red Hood. Unless Red Hood's the only character on your force, when he would hit an opposing character with an attack, instead that character is when he would KO an opposing character with an attack, instead that character is not KO'd and is turned to their last non-KO click and heal Red Hood 1 click. So he can't KO anybody.
Yeah, interesting, but he's got a 12 attack.
Yeah, he's
some of the higher attack.
He's only 75 points. He's got a 12 attack. He's got running shot. He ignores hindering and oh no, that's improved movement. Yeah, well that's still good. He can get around pretty easily.
Yeah, especially with the running shot. Not really gonna be stopped. And then if he hits the character, he gets to roll die 6, 4 to 5. Character is on -2 attack, and all hit characters. And if 6 would be all hit characters modify attack. So he's got dual targets, so he can target 2 people. I mean, he's gonna be interesting at 75 points. I know he can't kill people, but he can soften somebody up pretty hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's see who.
He's useless against Colossal. That figure is useless against Colossals, though.
Oh, I really like Starfire too. I really like Starfire. I mean, she's just for 50 points. She's got a stop click and she's got running shot pulse wave. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was looking at her just today because she is cosmic. And I was like, ooh, it's a 50-point cosmic. So I always look at those. Yeah, and 7 range with dual targets. That's pretty solid right there. And pulse wave.
Yeah, I mean, at 100 she'd be fun casual, and then 50, I think she's pretty good.
I think anybody that comes in at 50 with a stop click is considered for a call in and see what else they can do. If you look at that and you go, okay, what can I do with it? What does she bring? You know, automatically stop on the 50-point pieces and look them over. Mm-hmm. Just an automatic stop. Oh, 50 points. Let me see. And then you said Deathstroke?
Yeah, this is.
I have not seen Deathstroke.
So this is the Deathstroke super rare. There's a bunch of Deathstrokes in this set. This Deathstroke though, there's a fun combo where you can give him hypersonic pulse wave.
Oh my God.
I think, but I mean it's not like overpowered because here, take a look at him. It says alright, so he ignores hindering with movement, hypersonic speed when Deathstroke moves at least 1 square and hits 1 or more adjacent characters. After resolutions, give him a speed token. Modified defense +1 against range attacks for each speed token. When Deathstroke uses hypersonic speed, you may remove a speed token. If you do, he may be given a close or range action at no cost instead of making an attack. So if you get a speed token on him, I think, like I was thinking, first thing I thought was like Fast Forces Penguin, sidestep over.
Yeah.
Give him the exospecs, right? Like give him the exospecs, sidestep over, punch the Penguin, and then that automatically gives him a speed token, and then you remove it to hypersonic over and use pulse wave because it's a range action. Not really.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just a fun combo, but like probably would take a lot.
I kind of like that too because, well, I mean, isn't that also that gives him a 2-range pulse wave, which is easier to single target pulse wave with?
Oh, why does it give him
the math right?
Oh yeah, it gives him.
Okay, because
you're right. It does give him a 2-range pulse wave. Yeah, you're right. Because it hypersonic halves his range, so it would be from a 6 to a 3, and then from a 3 to a 2. Yeah.
Yeah, which 2 is very easy, a lot easier to get somebody in a full, and he's got top dial 4 damage, so that is whoosh. That's a little poof. Enjoy that one. and then he can freaking run away some more. And what is he? That's crazy. That's crazy. And with the way in which Emily played a non-theme team, that's given hope, because I was under the impression coming into the new meta, you have to have a theme team, but she showed if you put together a really solid team that can really attack and ignores maps, it can really win a tournament.
Well, I didn't see this piece yet. This just got posted up. This Doom Patrol. Do you read the comics at all? Or I haven't read Doom Patrol, but I hear good things about it.
I have not read the comics, not the Doom Patrol comics. I just, buddy of mine at church just got me hooked up with the Marvel app and the DC app.
Okay.
So I'm kind of pulling some comics through there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I've been reading, I picked up the trade paperback of Dark Knight's Metal, just so that I can, I mean, I know the characters a little bit because I've perused through them before, but now I'm just reading Dark Knight's Metal for the first time. So, but it has all the
that's pretty
for all the chases, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I'll be honest. I picked up the Scott Porter put that big book up and said, if you want to read Arthex, you must read this. Well, I went out and bought it and read it.
You did?
I was like, that was awesome.
Did you like
it? It was that thick.
No,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
I was like, that's awesome. I read it all the way through. I found out later that's like 3 different, like, who did Kingdom Come? His name evades me. Alan, no, was it Alan? I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, he did the first part of that book, and then there was some other help afterwards. But it's like it turned into a 3-part series, and that book contained all of it. No kidding. It was like a Encyclopedia Britannica. Took me days to get through it.
Yeah, no, Kingdom Come. Who was that? I don't remember who wrote that, but yeah, that was a good series. That was a good it was a good book. Kingdom Come. I like that book.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is going to be good in sealed. Bizarro, Prime Bizarro. Well, any Prime is pretty good in sealed.
Oh.
Have you seen him yet?
No, but it's ridiculous with 125 points, not getting a defense below a 19, having every kind of reduction power, and just, I mean, your best in the middle. You have your highest defense, your biggest attack. You have a sidestep. You have a 4 damage. You have a 3 range. 125 points. This guy and sealed is going to be so hard to get through. He's just, and he's a flyer. He has willpower. I pull him, it's probably going to be an instant play. And he has the Outsider's team ability. Oh my gosh. You go, oh, you don't get to use combat reflexes. Oh, you don't get to use range combat expert. You can't modify this, That's just crazy.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I want to get him. Are you excited for any of the other sets that are coming out? I mean, there's also what's coming out? The Black Panther Illuminati.
Black Panther Illuminati.
Yes.
Of course, I'm excited for that. I am if Marvel, if I'm gonna go from Spider-Man, I have to go to the Cosmic. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If there's so many figures, I always ask on my podcast, what figure would you make if you're world champion? Don't ask me that. It'd be what just hit my mind at the moment in which I'm talking to him. I mean, let's be honest, a fanboy. I'm going to want to do a Spider-Man, but there's so many Spider-Man out there. If you want me to give you an off-the-wall figure, I'd love to see show up in Cosmic, and he never will, but it's Rom. I love Rom. I love Rom. I love the Neutralizer. I love that. I love the Space Knight. Nice. I love seeing the Space Knights in Avengers Infinity.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah, so I'd love to see Rom, but he won't ever get made, so I'll stick with Spider-Man or some other crazy figure.
I want them to make a good Silver Surfer.
He was the man back in the day. 200-point Silver Surfer with Power Cosmic, running shot, 10 shot. Man, he was the man. I loved running him. He was awesome. I mean, we got the what was that one in the War World Hulk one where you had the surfboard, he was holding it, and he had a mace. What was that guy? I don't know. That's I think that is probably the last Silver Surfer we got. You have to have Silver Surfer. Fantastic Four have to come back. The Four have to come back.
Yeah.
We need the Four.
And also, I want the Black Bolt. I mean, we just had Black Bolt, but he didn't have the Illuminati keyword, and that bothers me. And like they are,
it does.
So he's got to come out in the next set, right? Like they're going to have another Black Bolt with Illuminati keyword, probably. He was in the Illuminati.
And you know somebody's going to want to put. That's right. And somebody's going to want to run the Illuminati and go smash some world breaker. Come on. That would be fun. That would be fun. That'd be fun. Anyway, no, I mean, dude.
So what do you think is going to happen with the Infinity Gauntlet?
Okay.
What do you think that's
true story? I own that.
What do you think that's going to do?
I think I own that exact same glove.
You do?
You rock, man. You rock. I do. Christmas saw it at Walmart. It said, I gotta have this. Walked around Christmas Eve, shining the glove. It was awesome. I love that glove. Let's see. Are you saying in Clix?
Yeah, in Clix. Yeah, because they're coming out with it in June, right? Is it June that Black Panther Illuminati comes out? It's 30 points. We know it's 30 points, and it's an object.
All right. Okay. Here's a bummer. Okay. Well, now I'll go with what I think the objects do. I have no idea.
Okay.
Because it's crazy. At 30 points, that means it's going to be okay. Because you're looking at a point value that's up around a resource,
right?
Like a full teleporter, a full. Heck, man, he's almost as many points as Mr. Oz. I mean,
yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna put 30 points. He's gonna have to do something really, right? So you have to do something really crazy. It doesn't have a dial, so there's no buildup or charge on it. Could it be a pick a power? Maybe. Could it be a Faust type thing where you roll a dice and you get a power choice? That'd be crazy for him to bring that back. I think people might mutiny if they put some weird power sets, because we know what Faust did. That was crazy. Does it come with its own die? I think it's going to have multiple powers. You know what would be just nuts about it is if it improved your abilities by just a set modifier. I don't think they do that. To permanently improve your abilities by +1 or +2, that's too powerful. I think it's going to be a dice roll mechanic. I think you're going to have either a choice, you can have this list of powers and you can choose, or it's going to be a dice roll, you roll a die 6. I think it's going to be a die 6. I don't think that, because I didn't see ones, but it'll be a die 6, and whatever you roll will give you a different power. That goes along with how many, there's 6 Infinity Stones, right? Or am I doing my math wrong?
Yeah, there's 6.
There's 6.
I think.
Yeah. So you're rolling, yeah. So you're rolling for each one of the stones, and you get that power. That'd be my guess, and those powers would have to go along with the stones. And based upon, okay, this is me spitballing, so take this with a grain of salt, because I know nothing. I don't know what's going on. I'm as uninformed gets. So this is not Scott Porter. There's no inside information, but objects in the past. So if you do the math out, 6 stones, that's 5 points each, right? Right. Look at a Mandarin ring. It gives you 2 powers. 2 powers. The latest Mandarin ring gives you shape change and poison. So I would assume that each power listed would give you 2. So each stone would give you 2 powers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you'd have access to new powers, and so you roll the stone. And so what could that be? It could be anything. Soul Stone could give you regeneration and something else. Support, maybe. That'd be crazy. I don't know. I'd hate for them to use that. I like to see powers in which you could spend. So like if you gave me support, I'd want something else, like defend, maybe. I don't know. Something like that. That'd be crazy. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I was just expecting. I was expecting the object to be 20 points when I first heard they were coming out with the Infinity Gauntlet as an object. I was expecting it to be 20, not 30, just because I just thought 20 points was a lot for an object, and it's not too much. But 30 points seems like a lot. So whatever they do with the Infinity Gauntlet, it's going to be something that hopefully keeps the like if you equip it to a character, it still keeps the essence of the character. You know, it doesn't just turn the character into a beat stick. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
Like, is it going to be one of those things that you could just equip it to anything and it's going to be good, or it should be nuanced where certain things, certain you know, I mean, I'm sure they did a good job with it, but I have no idea what it's going to be. Yeah, I mean, probably pick a power.
That would be interesting. Yeah. Go on. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, no, probably pick a power. Maybe plus. Maybe you can free action to plus to certain combat values as a free action. Maybe you'll have like it. Maybe like kind of be kind of like Witch Queen, where you have powers all at once and you can use them together at the same time. You get these powers, and you know, once you get hit or something, you lose them or something. I don't know, but like, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. It's an interesting thing to do with the glove is to give it a, and I think it kind of goes along comic book, give it a bonus and a negative. Okay, so at 30 points, that's one of its negatives. It's a high point one. It gives you access to a lot of powers. If you make those powers access a little random, that lowers its usability, because if you give them access to any of the powers at any time, you know, that could be kind of crazy. It brings in another dice roll mechanic, so you have some chaos there. Will also be interesting if it gave you a blanket like power, say it gave you super strength automatically, and then you could roll for everything else it gave you. And another limitation that they might put on it, what we're seeing, okay, in a competitive field, if you're a person that's wanting to use the Infinity Gauntlet, two things you want to make sure it is: indestructible,
Yeah.
so people can't just run out there and blow it up. Second thing, you want it to be a light object.
Yes.
Which allows your sidesteppers to go up there, pick it up, and bring it back. If you're a person that wants it to not be on your team, so you want that piece to be destructible or immobile, causing the player to come out 5 squares to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
So making them be TK'd out for a retaliate for a first shot. So it's that risk reward. Could they even put a limitation on it of if you're 100 points, it does 1 click of damage each turn? That'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, so you get a guy.
Or if you're less,
it, he starts burning.
You're less than a certain amount of points. Like maybe if you're less, yeah, then you can't handle the power.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it should give you power cosmic too.
Well, that could be the generic power it gives you. Like it gives you power cosmic, and then like say they put it at 150 points. You have to be 150 points to wield it. That goes along with the Cosmic Black Panther. Say he's the benchmark, right? Well, guess what? I mean, you're going to have to put it on a 150 point piece. That's already 180 points of your build. So that's a deterrent to it. But I mean, golly, you put it on Unimind. What the crap? Mm-hmm. Unimind's more viable than ever. So we'll have to wait and see, but I'm excited about it. They could go a lot of different ways. Number one, I want it balanced. I want it competitive. If it can't be too overcosted that nobody's going to want to use it, and it can't be too undercosted that everybody uses it. You know, there's got to be a risk reward there. And I think they have to find that balancing act.
And also, have you seen any, I mean, have you heard of, what about X-Men the Animated Series? You seen previews for that, or? Well, previews haven't come out for that.
We saw, okay, excited about the return to the Avengers Infinity boosters. Love that. Getting 10 Colossals every case and 40 figures. That is awesome. Because they're going to do super boosters. You ready? This is the one, you know, we saw the Gamma pictures, right? Did you see those?
Yeah. I didn't see the picture of Gambit. I didn't see the picture of Gambit. I mean, I could bring it up. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, the Gamma. I wasn't clear. Yeah, the Gamma trade show. That's where we got those.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Now, the one piece I'm really excited for out of those, Nimrod. I love that pink robot. Yes. I love that guy.
Yes. I mean, that's the thing. I love robots. Like that's gonna make my robot
Ultron
right there.
Oh, Nimrod's a beast. I remember his 200 point. Wasn't it 200 point pink robot out of I forget the set, but man, I love that Nimrod. I loved that. I loved it. Yeah, so Nimrod is my big want. I want Nimrod. I don't care about the others. Sentinels are pretty cool. I want Nimrod. I think Nimrod would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for Nimrod too. The Dark Phoenix, I mean, I think they've done it a lot of times now. But I mean, what do you think? What do you think of the WKO figures that came out? Just the
Thane?
cosmic, yeah, Thane. What do you think of Thane? I can bring it.
He's okay. I like his sculpt. He looked really cool. You don't have a lot of Thanos people. You know, no, we do here like that, but yeah, Thane. You know, looked like a standard big stick, but what was he? His top dial was 200, was it?
Yeah, let me bring it up. Thane.
Yeah, Thane is 210.
He's 210
for his top dial and 150. Hypersonic, 12 attack, 5 damage with that, or go down to 150. Go back to his 150. That's interesting. See, cosmic? Wow. Do you know? Okay, here's my dilemma. I'm going to go on an aside here. You mind?
Sure. I mean, I don't mind.
Okay, so take my... Oh, you do mind. I would mind. Quit hijacking mine. Don't hijack my coffee and Clix. This is my coffee and Clix. I will direct the direction. I'd tell that to Edward Shelton. I did not tell him that. He just went off on his own. He just tried to ride that train out. Okay, so look, you have a cosmic figure here in Thane. Is he as good as Black Panther? I don't think so, but look how many cosmic figures we have at 150, which allows my type of team. So take my pit crew that I have, that I've changed, and you could insert Black Panther. Everybody likes Black Panther, right? Mm-hmm. Captain Marvel, the new Captain Marvel Chase. She's 150 cosmic. She can go right in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
No, I was wondering about her because I wasn't sure if the Captain Marvel Chase was really a meta piece or not. I mean, I did look at some of the earlier in previous episodes. We looked at the Captain Marvel Gravity feed, and we looked at the Captain Marvel Chase. I mean, let's look at Thane first. But I mean, the Captain Marvel Chase.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if she was really a meta piece. I don't think. I mean, for 150, I was skeptical. You know, I mean, I guess that's the highest you can go for a tent pole.
Right, and let's see. Well, Thane looks okay. I mean, as 150, it's probably going to be the best play of anybody. I don't like that he has 18 impervious. That means those penetrating damages get through. You know, you'd like to see invincible there for a 150-point piece. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exact same number of clicks as Black Panther. Compare him to Black Panther. Black Panther's getting more out of him. He's only got 8 range, but he's got 11 attack. He's more consistent. I don't know. I think Panther and him are pretty even in attacks. He's got moving attack on every one. He's got a little bit better keeping of his impervious, and then he has regen at the end. Great thing about that regen is he can get all the way back to the top. That's interesting. Free regen would make him just stupid if he could free regen that. In the game, and he also has choose a standard power. If Thane has 2 action tokens, opposing characters can't use the chosen power. Well, that's interesting. Huh. So he does have that. I don't know. You'd have to kind of play him out. I think he's more of a 4 damage, outwit. He's got perplex on the end. He's not as useful as Black Panther.
He also doesn't only regen. Once he gets KO'd, he comes back. Right? You roll a d6.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. So once he gets KO'd, you roll a d6 and you heal him half the number of clicks.
So once per game. Wow. Man. I take Black Panther just because you can keep Black Panther on his hypersonic, but this guy could potentially last longer than Black Panther.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. I mean, he's good for like that other ability is pretty good too. At the beginning of the game, choose a standard power. So he shuts off a power of your opposing team. If he has 2 action tokens,
plus he has outwit. As I was saying, he is an instant plug-in on the current team I have for Black Panther.
Yeah, true.
His only problem is Black Panther has hypersonic, Black Panther has better defenses across the board, but you're going to have to kill Thane twice. Well, you're going to have to kill him once, and then he's going to roll. If he gets a 6, he goes back top, you're going to have to kill him again.
But I wonder if you could do like Black Panther and like Mr. Oz at 100, and that would be 250, and then just throw Flores on there, and have like a +5 theme.
Oh, you could.
That wouldn't be that bad.
Oh, you could.
Yeah.
You could. No, it wouldn't be that bad. So I'm saying he has potential. You're going to have to look at the 150. This is a piece that you're going to have to flesh out, and it's going to be about his pit crew and how they make him better. The one problem I noticed when I ran my Black Panther is why he had hypersonic. He's just not dealing a lot of damage, not a ton of damage. He's getting one attack, and you can hit him onto certain clicks that make him more vulnerable because he has several clicks where he's got energy shield or combat reflexes. So that hurt. When you get knocked onto those, you get kind of hurt because he doesn't get invincible till the middle click, and his last click's barrier. So 3 of your 6 clicks are not damage reducers, maybe even more. So, I mean, we could debate that guy. I mean, he could. I've never looked at him. I heard people dissing him. At 210, he's not. But 150, he's got potential.
Yeah.
Oh, you brought up Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have her abilities on here. I think if she gets hit, she goes to this super click.
If she takes 2 damage, she clicks to it. Then at the end of her turn, she'll click back to the click she was at. So if you hit her for damage, she won't KO if you don't hit her for enough, and you can't because she's got the invincible. So she's going to pop on that. She's got 20 defense. You're going to have to hit her again to pop her back off of it, and then you're going to have to hit her again. So she's a 3 attack kill. So it's hard to one-shot her.
Yeah.
She's got 8 range with running shot but her great power is that if she hits with her running shot, she then gets charged for free. And I was watching a game online. I didn't think much about her, but she's got Avengers Initiative, which is cool. You can see through stealth. She's another Cosmic, so she can fit on this team we're talking about, the 150 Black Panther team. What she has is she can run, shoot, hit somebody, and then charge and hit somebody different for 4 more. So her damage potential on 1 turn can be 8. But here's the interesting thing. She can run, shoot, and then what I saw a guy do is he charged back behind a Colossal and hit her. So she can run out, shoot, and then run back.
Well, you could actually pair that with, because she's got the shield keyword and soldier keyword, so you could pair her with Sam Cap. She carries running shots, Sam Cap, with +3 movement. And that movement goes after, replace and modify, so it would be 6, 7, 8, 9. She could running shot for 9 squares, or 8 squares, right? No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 8 or 9, I think 8 squares.
Okay, this is the nerd I am. Look at this. This is the binder. Every click I get, I put in the baseball card collector pages. I put it here. My friend makes fun of me. He gets deck boxes. I get these. I have 6 binders down here of just modern age. But I'm gonna pull her card out. She's awesome.
Okay. The only thing is she doesn't have power cosmic, so she's susceptible to
outwittable.
Yeah.
Right, which is a trade-off with what she gives you too, in the fact that there's her card. She gets running shot, and when Captain Marvel uses after resolution, she may use charge at no cost, but can't target the same character. So imagine this scenario. Okay, she is you do like you say and pair with the Sam Cap. Okay, +3 to movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's going to carry Sam Cap. You're going to do a running shot. Her running shot drops down to 6. She's carrying Sam Cap, drops down to 5. And Sam Cap gives 3 back, so she's got an 8 running shot. +8, that's 16 right there.
Yeah.
Dual targets. She targets 2 people with Psychic Blast. Sam Cap perplexes up her attack. She runs out there, boom, hits 2 of them, right? So she gets charged, right? It said at no cost. So she just holds on to it. Sam Cap calls in somebody.
Yeah.
And then they hit somebody else, and then she'll charge in and can finish somebody off or charge back, causing the other piece to poof away or do whatever you want. So she could potentially run out, kill 2 Colossals, Sam Cap call in somebody to either finish off another Colossal or do something else, and then she can go in there and take out your main piece. I mean, that's that's 3 attacks out of Sam Cap is what, 70? That's 220 points for that team.
Yeah.
Right there.
And then who else would you?
I don't know what you think about it.
For soldier or shield, I don't know what else you could put, but I'm sure you could find plenty of soldiers and shield characters.
Yeah, you could. You could soldier. I mean, there's several interesting ones. You could put. While we're at 220, heck, off the top of my head, Captain America Resilient. Isn't he a soldier? It's interesting. I don't know. I mean, you can play around with it, but she's got some tricks. You love Heroclix with tricks, and she's got some tricks. She does have leadership, so that can be big. She can take tokens off Sam Cap. That'd be interesting. Be able to do that twice in a row. So, as you can imagine, she can run out 8, shoot 8, run back 8, and with Sam Cap, she can get in that call in. I don't know, and
that's pretty nasty.
I mean, I'm gonna say it's got potential, and that's all you want. So, anyway, that's why I like her. Okay, just kind of like her, just me. But I am wrong quite a bit.
No, I do like that WizKids is coming out with really good pieces at higher point costs, like 100 to 150 point costs. They're coming out with some solid pieces in that range. Because I feel like before, a lot of people were there's a lot of meta swarm team meta. I feel like there's a lot of I tend to look at a piece that's 150 points and I get scared that it's not going to be good because it's 150 points. I feel like you shouldn't get scared by the point cost that often.
Yeah, I think right now some interesting trends. 150 seems to be the sweet spot for some pieces. Okay, we're getting some highly competitive. Unimind 150, Black Panther 150. Thing could be, Captain Marvel could be, but we're getting some 150s. Colossal Retaliators are very strong. Okay, all of them are. We're also getting a lot of very efficient 50-point characters. Interesting. Are you going to Origins?
Probably not, but I almost qualified for it. I came in 4th in a WKO, so I was
sweet.
This is close because everybody else qualified already, had already qualified. But Joe Pape won that WKO. He did a really good job. He had a really good team with it was a good experience for me. I played down in Queens and also in Jersey. I play in I'm from Jersey, so I play in Highlander games.
Yes, I've heard of them. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my venue, and then also my other venue that I go to a lot is it used to be called the Geekery, now it's called Good Games. It's in Queens, so Queens, New York.
Okay.
Both very good venues.
Cool. So
recommend for anybody.
Sorry, my charge is running out. I'm gonna have to plug up. Okay, everybody, look at my ceiling. There's white light. We're good. All right. So you'll probably go to Worlds, right?
Yeah, because I went to Worlds last year because it's really close to me, so
yeah,
I had fun there.
Well, and I'm just so what I'm dealing with is I go to Origins. That's my big one, and I'll probably go to Lucky Dice's ROC World Cup.
Okay.
But I don't think I'll go to Worlds. So we're in a weird part of the meta right now, and I'm just based on my tournament experiences yesterday. Hawkeye is still going to be at Nationals. He's going to be competitive. I saw him wreck face with the Colossal team. He just goes around and keeps shooting with the Proxima Spear. He pretty much took out all my team but Black Panther. I came back and killed Hawkeye, but by that time Panther was hurt so bad, can't do anything about it. I mean, he killed 5 out of my 6 characters with him just running out there. So you've got Hawkeye out there, but he'll be gone. But Prime Vulture is a one-man wrecking crew. He's built to go wreck everybody with the Doc Ock. Great team build by Emily. She has Star Fox on there. She has. Hey, let me pull it back up.
Yeah, because I'm curious about how that.
I'm gonna point this out because.
How do you get in close? How do you get him? How do you get Vulture out far enough to hit somebody and then KO somebody? Because doesn't he have to KO somebody?
Yeah. So here's what happens. If she is licking her chops if you have low point pieces over there. Okay.
Right.
So here's what happened. So she is facing a Hawkeye team, which is her favorite, and it's all about positioning. What she has is Lockjaw, which can use telekinesis at any time. You have Vulture, who can do sidestep, and then he can roll to see gets another sidestep. All right. So, and then he has a charge. She has the ability to take the 2 big Tonys and put it into damage or into his speed. So if you can get him up +3 speed, his charge is a 10, I believe. So you can get him up to an 8 charge with, that's 10 movement with a sidestep. If he gets his second sidestep, that's 12. If you got a 6-point TK, I mean a 6 square TK, you're looking at 18 squares he can get across the board. So all you got to do is come out too much against him. He'll run over. He equips the Doc Ock arms, which gives him flurry. Every time he kills somebody, he gets a charge token. So if he comes over and flurries one character, kills him, and flurries another one and kills him, he will build up 2 charge tokens. So you can imagine once he gets rolling, he can just keep taking those charge tokens off to just continually start hitting people. And here's the dumb thing. This is where WizKids probably messed up with Vulture. Number one, he does not have the restriction that Hawkeye does, which is he can target the same character. And they gave him the ability to automatically break. He ignores character bases. So you can't stop him. So he just sits there. He'll hit there. He can break away automatically and charge right back and hit the same guy.
Oh, he ignores characters and movement?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because of the Doc arms, the Doc Ock arms. No.
No.
Oh.
No. He ignores movement. Yeah, pull him up. He's crazy. He's crazy. 50 points. Okay. She sat there for 3 rounds. They sat there maneuvering, and then she ran him across and killed the entire Hawkeye team in 1 turn, and had 2 charge tokens left over. It's an amazing build. Oh, I didn't tell you the best part. So she can TK with Lockjaw. She's got Vulture. Unseen, you know what she does with Unseen? Number 1, he's got Prob. Number 2, he can call in Harley Quinn, who can +2 a value that's not damage. So she'll call her in, +2 his damage. It also gives him, does it give him exploit weakness? I got her card right here. It's, yeah, intimidation, exploit weakness. Opposing characters within 3 squares can't use illicit intimidation. She's not going to be useful that way. So she'll +2 something. So say it's attack. So now all of a sudden, Vulture's at a 13 attack. Big Tony puts up his movement. The 2 Big Tonys puts his movement up 2. So you look at, he's got 5, 7 charge with sidestep. That makes it a 9. He's got 13 attack. He's got 3 damage. Swing with Doc Ock arms. He's going to take out a lot of your Colossals. The key to Vulture is to choose a character you can knock out with your first flurry. You've got to separate it with him against him, because you want to not let his flurries. The problem is if you put characters too close together, because I think the Ock also gives him a giant reach of 2. So figure that in. So what are we at? Tony's given +2. So he's at a 7 charge. You can TK him 6, so that's 13. He can sidestep 15. He's got giant reach, which gives him an extra square, 16. That's pretty stout.
How many Big Tonys were on there? 2?
Just 2. Yeah. And then you got Rose on there for leadership. Take tokens off, or create hired flunkies. Maybe not take tokens off, just hired flunkies. Got Lockjaw on there, who can, if you turn him to the right click, he can give a perplex. So he can run through, and she had the tank, but she said she's probably going to change out the tank. And you got Unseen on there for your prob and outwit.
The
I mean, it's a tough
Star
team.
Fox too.
I mean, causing. No, not Star Fox. She didn't have Star Fox. It was Unseen.
Oh, it was Unseen. Okay.
Because really, because in reality, Vulture's a one shot. He's gonna go over and do all his damage because when he ends, and here's the things that can end him, is if he does not KO somebody with his attacks, with 2 of them, then he stops. So guess who he hates to see across the board?
Like don't die.
Correct. Don't die or full point Unimind, 275.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Because he'll get his flurry and he's done. Because he can't build any charges up. And then it's Unimind's turn. And guess who's going down then? You don't have the Prime Vulture. Is that the Prime?
Yeah, it's the Prime.
Is it? Yeah.
50 points is crazy.
But here's the key. Yes, it's crazy. Doc Ock arms. You're able to fit a lot of stuff around. He's kind of not map. He's immune to map. Caverns might give him more trouble. But if you look, he's got flight. So and his ability. If you look down here, his movement, he ignores characters. That's all you need. Flight takes care of everything else. Charge, sidestep. You can roll, and you got a 50-50 shot to get an extra one. So he's a one-man wrecking crew. What he hates to see is shape change.
Yeah.
One thing they talked about is to get rid of the tank and put the Joker's gas canister over there. Imagine how stupid that is. If you blow up the Joker canister, and it's only going to be legal for a little while. I think it's under Joker canister.
Because Joker's wild, right?
Should be. Yeah, Joker's wild. So it's only going to be legal for a little while. If we look at it, so if you attack it, when it blows up, it gives Vulture Battle Fury, which you don't care about, and it modifies his attack and damage by +1. So you get him next to it, blow it up. He gets Battle Fury. He goes up to a 12 attack. He goes up to 4 damage. You get him the Doc arms. He's crazy. He's not going to equip it. He's going to blow it up.
Wait, so how does this work again? Tell me. So, because I never used the Joker's gas canister, so I'm a little confused by it.
So when this object is KO, you may attach the Joker gas marker to a character. So what you do is you blow it up with him beside it, in an adjacent square. While the Joker gas marker is attached, the character can use Battle Fury and modifies its attack and damage values by +1 and defensive value by -2. Beginning of each of that character's turns, roll a dial 6. On a roll 5 to 6, remove the Joker gas marker. So it's a light object. You blow it up right before he's going to attack.
You just shoot at it.
Just looking at what he did. Just shoot at it, blow it up, 3 damage, blow it up. All of a sudden, he gets Battle Fury. He gets +1 to his attack, makes him a 12. He gets 4 damage. You can use the Big Tonys to up his thing. You can try and call in if you want to Harley, get 2 more Purple X. So then all of a sudden, the reason why you want Battle Fury, and he brought this up, is that the one thing he hates is shape change.
Yeah, and I've been noticing that WizKids has been putting out a lot of shape change characters now, even bystanders. But I think they want to negate characters like Hawkeye and Vulture, so that not negate, but at least balance it out with so people can't just come and destroy your whole force in one shot. So I think that's why they've been adding shape change to a lot of characters.
Oh yeah, and so this Battle Fury gives him the ability to bypass shape change. Now his only worry is super senses. Really, he's going to worry about super senses because anytime he doesn't KO, then he doesn't charge one up.
Yeah.
And the Battle Fury with the giant reach. So he's going to want to position himself when he charges. He want a position where he can kill 2 characters immediately. But if he can do that in one action, he builds up 2 charge markers. Then he's going to go around and he's going to go around and charge again with. He's got the bonuses to his movement. He can pretty much. You know what his weakness is? Pull him back up, and this is easier said than done. And I'll be honest. I've been thinking about it because I watched that team, and it's steamroll. She lost a match Because if he rolls bad, because he has to get himself out there, so you really have to put. So his one weakness is, number one, he does not have willpower. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, this thing's only on the first 2 clicks. You knock him past that to his middle 2 clicks, he loses his ability to sidestep, and he loses his charge. So he's the only way he's going to get him is by KOing somebody. And the other thing is, it's outwittable. He does not have stealth.
Okay.
Unseen on an open map. If I'm gonna play this guy, just to be honest, unseen, since he can see through everything but blocking with his outwit, you're gonna have to be ultra aggressive. And I think unseen on the POW farm could be very dangerous against Vulture, because I don't think the POW farm has any blocking terrain. And unseen can get up to a elevated position, the backside of it, and look through all of that. He can pretty much cross 12. Yeah, he can get unseen on first move, can get to the other side. Not the other side. He can move out 12, put up some smoke cloud, and see 9 more. So basically he's got 21.
Yeah, so he can almost get there.
And then you'd have to worry. Yeah, he can. So you're looking at, anyway, to me, how am I going to, but understand I'm going to have to throw unseen out there in the middle of a map and pray he doesn't get killed, So I don't know. That's my thoughts. I mean, what do you think of that Vulture team? I saw it played out. It's pretty nasty. Rose is there just to get some hard flunkies. And I'll tell you, the match before and this one we'll get to, is the match before Hawkeye just got killed, because you're looking at 2 Alpha Strike teams, and the mistake was made where Eric Masterson got moved out a little too far. Vulture hit him first and a Giant Girl, building up 2 charge tokens. After that is over with. I mean, it's just pretty much over with. You can't get that train rolling. The match before had Michelle and Nate going at it.
Yeah.
And Nate handled her a little bit better. He got Mangog all the way across. He did his trick, pulled the Odin sword, and he just missed some attacks. And she got some super sensitive rolls. Otherwise, he maybe got some more damage. I never saw Vulture get going against that team. So it does have weaknesses. It has matchup problems. Unimind at 275 is not what he wants to see. Because he's not going to KO that one. Like you said, Undying.
Even Unimind at 165, can Vulture get him out at 150?
The problem
he's got invincible. He's got invincible, and he's got the stop click. So
the problem with Unimind at 150, in my mind, is Unimind is going to have a supporting cast. So Vulture is going to go around, kill all of them, build up his charge tokens, so he can continually hit. And then as soon as he pops Unimind, guess what he's going to do? He's going to go kill all those other ones that have to be within 4, all within his charge range. So to me, Unimind at 150 is an easier target for Vulture than 275.
Okay.
Just because Vulture can't get through.
But I don't know if Vulture.
It's the support.
Wouldn't be able to get through Lockjaw either. So I mean, usually people play Unijaw. I don't know.
Yeah. No, you're right. So there'd be. You'd look at, but don't you usually also put a couple retaliators on there?
Yeah, you usually have like Groot. Usually I think it's Uni, Groot, and Lockjaw, right? I don't know. I mean, there's all kinds of different builds out there, but like I don't know. I would just be. I mean, Vulture seems really good. I think that team sounds really cool, and I would love to get that kind of an Alpha Strike going, because it's just, it's kind of like the new Hawkeye. But I also think that it's risky with like things like you said, shape change. The Joker's gas canister definitely helps with the shape change, but also super senses is missing the super senses. If somebody hits the super senses roll, that's it. Vulture's stuck there, right? It's a little risky. It's a 1/3 chance.
Or if they hit an impervious roll.
Or if they hit impervious, yeah. So it could be risky,
It's very risky, and usually you're going to have to either you're aggressive against that team or you wait back and you hope for a miss. That's why Vulture. But I mean, Vulture can get up to a 14 attack.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to, and he's flurrying, so that's really like having a prob. So if he's coming over trying to hit an 18, you're hoping your Colossal can survive 2 attacks with a 14 on an 18.
Yeah,
you know,
and he's probably got more than 3 damage. You know, they probably perplex him to damage, or he's probably threatening to kill something with 1 shot, not with 2. So even if you hit your super senses on the first flurry, Vulture's coming after you with a second attack. So
the most dangerous thing is shape change. That's why they're saying the gas canister, giving him Battle Fury, takes that out. Because Black Panther, he's got 2 rollouts against him. 3 if you have him with a shape change person.
And does he start with
shape change?
Does he start with Invincible Black Panther, or he starts with
Impervious.
Oh, okay.
He starts with Impervious, so he gets that rollout, and he gets Super Senses, and then he gets if you have the symbiote attached to him, or what I say now is you would want the Mandarin Ring.
Yeah.
So he gets poison and his shape change. So now he's got 3 rollouts against Vulture, which are all deadly. But what Vulture's going to do is go around,
hit everybody,
clean the rest of my team.
Yeah.
Yeah, build up the charge tokens so they can continually keep attacking. So that's the one broken thing about him. There's no negative to him attacking the same character. Hawkeye is very limited in the fact he gets 1 shot at you. And if you survive the shot, he can't shoot at you again that turn. He has to get a new target to do his running shot. But Vulture doesn't. He can continually attack the same person. So it's a great build. Shout out to Emily. I mean, going against the grain, where we're all trending towards more and more giant girls spamming theme teams to try and win map. She designs a team that doesn't have a lot of map disadvantage. You could say her biggest map that's a disadvantage would be like the Underground Cavern, or
something worth the
hedge mage,
something indoors. Yeah. Well,
no, I even say hedge mage.
Hedge mage, he flies, so he can fly over all that stuff.
I'd have to look at the line of sight. What you want to do is limit the TK.
Okay. Oh, I see. All right, and also
so if you can
also unseen, it limits unseen because unseen can't see through blocking.
Right. So any type of blocking map that's going to limit your lines of fire to TK him out as far. I know he can charge around and charge over, and he can get through it. But you can imagine a Tri-Sentinel team getting ready to come all the way across that map and like blow out some stuff, or you know what I mean? You got to catch him over there. I thought the best play against him was Nate and his ability to get Mangog all the way across the map, get a shot at everybody. I mean, that's all you can do.
I was talking to Nate. I want to have him on the show because he's a really creative team builder. I find him to be. He's a good player. He's good. I always like playing him and seeing what he has to offer with his teams. Very creative.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna say he was awesome yesterday. Very fun to play against. Very very encouraging. And I think more people need to do competitive online tournaments if you have the ability to.
Yes.
Because I think, and I'm gonna shout out, these ROC Onlines are great, and I didn't realize the difference. If you're going to compete at a national or world level, you need practice. And look at who was it? Tyler. He worked his butt off last year before going to Worlds, working on his Wales team, played it for the longest time, and online helped him. Look who I played yesterday: Adam Freedom, Lucas Holland, Nate, Emily, all those people, Dustin Cedars. I didn't get to play them, but that talent level. You can compete against that. You see how they process the game. You get better at processing the game. If you only play at your local venue and then show up at Worlds or Nationals, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. It's going to be how quickly you learn how to play this new level of game. The quickly changing situations, and the diversity of the meta is that I hadn't seen 4 of the teams I played against, and it took me a while to figure out a strategy against them. Am I going to do better against them next time? I would hope so, because I kind of understand the way they work a little bit better, how I can avoid it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely love. I'm definitely a big supporter of ROC. Not well, just well, also yeah, the ROC Online tournaments, but just any kind of use of Roll20 as a online Heroclix play. For me, when I first got into the game, I was having trouble finding people to play against. My venues are I mean they're pretty close, but they're not that close. They're kind of like about 45 minutes away from my house, right? So, and as a beginner, when I was first starting to play, I couldn't find anybody that knew what HeroClix was, or and like it was hard to find, just hard to find people to practice with, and I wanted to get better, and I wanted to learn the game. So rock Roll20 is a great way for people that are just starting to learn the game, because you could play from anywhere. I've played people. I had someone on my show from Italy that I play against. The guys from Italy, right? And there's people all over the world. I've played people from Singapore, and you also get really high level talent, on just like you said, really high level talent HeroClix players to practice with, and they're nice guys. Everybody in this community is a really good person. They'll help you out with your with whatever you need help with as far as practice, and everybody wants to make everybody else better, and that's I find that to be a really good community, online community, as well as in the local stores. So I definitely support 20.
Oh yeah, and and Roll20 is so easy to play. I mean, it takes a while. There's a learning curve on how to use it, but it is awesome to be able to go out, find somebody online, and just throw figures out there. And here's the other thing: if you're a person with limited means and you're going to go to a national event, not that you can play in a ROC Online tournament, because you have to show that prove. If you're going to play ROC Online, you have to send a photograph of all the figures to show that you own them, to help support WizKids. But as practice, you can go play with any figures. So if you're going to the nationals, and you can go play with those and see how they work. They work great. If they don't, you don't have to invest the equity into getting them, or your build up friendship equity to go get them. It's like, okay, that team didn't work. I've tested against these other teams, and there's guys out there, like I see it all the time, looking for a game, 300 modern, looking for a game. I'm going to sense that's going to heat up over the next few months, because we're coming up to nationals. Going to heat up about a month before Worlds.
Definitely, yeah. So I think, is there anything else we want to talk about? I mean, I think, ROC Online.
We covered a lot, man.
Yeah, we did cover a lot. Okay. So Shea, thank you for coming on and talking with Coffee and Clix. You guys are watching Coffee and Clix, and remember to give us a like and a follow on YouTube, and hit the bell notification. And Shea, it was really nice talking with you.
Hey man, it's great. I mean, this is awesome. I just got to know. Okay, I'm drinking water.
So
look at this, a plastic solo cup of water. What are you drinking?
So
what are you drinking? We're in Coffee and Clix. What are you drinking?
This is chock full of nuts right here. But I do switch it up. I mean, there's a place in Manhattan that Puerto Rico Importing Company, and they'll grind up coffee for you. I use a French roast right here. So it's fancy. It's fancy coffee, and
you're the connoisseur of coffee.
So yeah, Coffee and Clix. Because you got to have your coffee with your Clix, and this is Mjolnir that I'm using to drink the coffee with. This is
Mew Mew.
only I can lift it. So
Only you. You're the only one worthy.
The only one. I'm the only one.
No one will steal my coffee mug.
All right. So yeah, thank you for talking with us, and I will I'm always looking. Oh yeah, my slogan. I forgot about my slogan. My sign off slogan. I'm still working on it. So far, I have remember to always roast your opponents and push through the day.
I like that one. That
But
was pretty good.
so that's what I'm going with for now until I think of something better. So
There you go. That's all you can do.
but thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right.